When a heart shatters, it feels as though the world has shifted beneath our feet. The air grows heavier, the mornings quieter, and the nights longer than they have ever been. Love, once warm and alive, now echoes like a song unfinished, leaving silence where laughter once lived. But hear me now. Brokenness does not mean the end of you. A heart that has been cracked open is a heart that has known the depth of love. And though pain carves its lines deep within your chest, it also carves out space, room for growth, room for renewal, room for a greater love that begins first with yourself. Do not run from the ache. Sit with it. Let the tears fall as rivers do, cleansing the soil so something new can grow. The wound you carry today will one day be the wisdom you share tomorrow. Lift your chin. Look at yourself not as someone abandoned, but as someone reborn. Every heartbeat you still carry is proof that life is not finished with you yet. You are still worthy. You are still beautiful. You are still enough. The one who could not see your value has not taken your value. The one who walked away did not carry your spirit with them. What is yours, your strength, your light, your joy, remains untouched, and it waits for you to gather it back into your arms. So rise gently. Rise slowly if you must. But rise step by step, breath by breath, smile by smile, the weight will loosen. And one day, without warning, you will wake to find that your heart no longer aches the same way. You will breathe easier. You will laugh again. You will love again. For heartbreak is not the end of your story. It is only a chapter, and the next page waits for the strength of your hand to turn it. When love leaves, it does not knock politely on the door. It bursts out suddenly, or it slips quietly through the cracks. Sometimes it leaves with a shout, sometimes with silence, but it always leaves a space behind. And that space feels wide, endless, unbearable. It feels like the center of you has been scooped out, and everything you once knew is scattered like dust. You find yourself walking through days that feel foreign, touching objects that once had meaning but now sit heavy with memory. A song plays on the radio and it feels like a dagger. A scent lingers in the air and it feels like betrayal. You try to sleep, but the bed is too big, the night too loud, and in those hours you begin to wonder if you will ever feel whole again. But wholeness is not lost to you. The heart is not glass, fragile and gone once shattered. The heart is a living thing, and living things know how to heal. The cracks you feel today are not permanent wounds. They are openings, invitations for light to enter where darkness has taken residence. Do not curse your tears. They are not weakness, they are release. They fall because the soul cannot carry all its weight alone. They cleanse you, they soften you, they remind you that you are human, tender, alive. Cry if you must, but know this, every tear brings you closer to the moment when tears will no longer fall for the same reason. You may try to fill the silence with noise. You may try to numb the pain with distraction, with people, with business, with things. But the silence will still wait for you, patient and steady. Face it, sit in it, listen to it. For inside the silence is your own voice, and your own voice is the one that can guide you back. A broken heart whispers questions: was I not enough? Was I not worthy? Did I not give all I could? But understand, another person's inability to love you as you deserve does not mean you were unworthy of that love. Love that departs says nothing about your value. It only reveals the truth of what was never meant to stay. Do not chase what has gone. Let the closed door remain closed, for your knocking will only bruise your hands. Trust that if something is meant for you, it will not require you to beg, it will not demand that you diminish yourself, it will not drain you until you are hollow. What is for you will recognize you. It will honor you. It will remain. You will hear people say time heals all wounds. But time alone does not heal. It is what you do with the time that matters. You can choose bitterness, or you can choose growth. You can choose to become smaller, or you can choose to expand. You can choose to live inside the ruins, or you can choose to build again from the ashes. Healing is not the work of days alone. It is the work of courage, the work of choosing yourself even when you feel lost. When you wake tomorrow and the ache greets you again, remind yourself, you are still here. Your heart is still beating. The sun has still risen. That alone is proof that life has not abandoned you. There is still breath in your lungs, and where there is breath, there is possibility. There will come a morning when you rise and realize you made it through the night without thinking of them. There will come a day when you laugh, and the laugh is real, not forced. There will come a moment when someone speaks your name with kindness, and it does not ache in your chest. That is the way of healing. It comes quietly like dawn. You do not notice the exact second the sky changes, but suddenly there is light. Do not rush yourself. The heart moves at its own pace. Healing cannot be forced, only welcomed. Walk through your grief as you would through a field, step by step, slowly, aware of the thorns but also of the flowers that grow beside them. That love begins within. The greatest romance is the one you build with yourself. Speak gently to your reflection. Nourish your soul with things that bring you joy. Stand tall even when your knees shake. Learn to love your own company, for in loving yourself you create the strength to love another without losing your identity. Do not measure your worth by who stays or who leaves. Measure it by the way you rise again, the way you continue to love even after pain, the way you refuse to let your spirit die. That is the mark of true beauty, not perfection, not unbrokenness, but resilience. The world will try to convince you that you need someone to complete you. But you are not half of a whole. You are whole already. You are not missing pieces waiting to be filled by another. You are a universe, vast and endless, and those who enter your orbit should add to your light, not steal from it. When love comes again, and it will, you will be different. You will no longer give from emptiness, but from fullness. You will no longer shrink yourself to fit another's arms. You will no longer mistake possession for devotion. You will love, but you will love wiser, stronger, deeper. And until that time your task is not to wait, it is to live. Go outside. Feel the wind on your face. Watch how the trees bend but do not break. Notice how rivers move around rocks yet never stop flowing. Nature knows the rhythm of resilience, and so do you. Pain will try to tell you that the best of your story is behind you. Do not listen. The best of you has not even been written yet. The love you carry for yourself will teach you how to rise higher than you thought possible. The peace you build in your solitude will prepare you for a future richer than your past. So take this season of heartbreak not as an end, but as an initiation. It is the fire through which you will walk, the soil from which you will grow, the shadow through which you will discover your own light. You will not only survive, you will thrive. You will not only mend, you will blossom. You are not broken beyond repair. You are becoming. You are unfolding. You are gathering strength in the very places you once felt weak. And every step forward, no matter how small, is proof that healing is already underway. There will come a time when you will look back at this pain with gratitude. You will see how it shaped you, how it refined you, how it led you closer to your truest self. Heartbreak may have shaken you, but it will not define you. You are more than what you lost. You are what you choose to become. And when the world looks upon you, they will not see the scars of heartbreak as shame. They will see them as badges of survival, as proof that you endured, as signs that you loved bravely and healed fiercely. For there is no greater beauty than a soul that has suffered and still chooses to shine. When the heart has been wounded, the world feels tilted. Familiar streets no longer look the same. Voices that once warmed your spirit feel far away, and even the sun seems dimmer than it used to be. Heartbreak has a way of altering the lens through which you see everything. What was once sweet now tastes bitter. What was once gentle now feels sharp. You stand in the middle of your days, trying to piece together the fragments of a life that has been split in two. And yet, even as the ache presses into your chest, life continues to whisper. The morning arrives whether or not you wish it to. The birds still sing their songs, indifferent to your sorrow. The seasons still shift, showing you that nothing in this world stays frozen forever. Nature teaches us that change is inevitable, that nothing blooms all year, but nothing remains in winter forever either. In the stillness of heartbreak, you begin to wonder who you are without the one you loved. You ask yourself if your laughter will ever sound the same, if your joy will ever feel real again. You look in the mirror and see eyes heavy with grief, but behind them is a light that refuses to die. That light is your truest self, untouched by the leaving of anyone. It waits for you, patient, tender, steady. The hardest part is not the leaving itself, but the memories that linger. You walk into a room and see ghosts of moments that once lived there. You hear their laughter in your mind, and for a second it feels real again. But memory can be both a comfort and a chain. It reminds you of what you cherished, but it can also keep you trapped in a past that no longer exists. To heal, you must learn to honor the memory without letting it imprison you. There is courage in choosing to release what hurts you. To open your hands and let go is not weakness. It is the beginning of freedom. Holding on to what is gone does not bring it back. It only drains the strength you need for the journey ahead. There is a time for holding, and there is a time for releasing. And when your heart knows it is time, let the release be an act of love for yourself. The nights may stretch long, filled with restless tossing, with thoughts that circle endlessly. But the night cannot last forever. Dawn has a way of arriving, sometimes slower than we would like, but always certain. Just as the sky shifts from darkness to light, your soul will shift from despair to hope. You may not notice the change at first, but one day you will wake and realize the heaviness has begun to lift. Heartbreak teaches you what it means to feel deeply. It strips away illusions and forces you to meet yourself in the rawest way possible. You learn what hurts, but you also learn what heals. You discover the depths of your resilience. The places where your strength has been sleeping, pain awakens you to yourself. And though it feels unbearable now, one day you will look back and see how it shaped you into someone stronger, softer, and wiser all at once. The world may tell you to move on quickly, to hide your hurt, to smile as though nothing has changed. But healing is not a performance. Healing is a private unfolding, a sacred conversation between you and your soul. Take your time. Breathe through the moments that feel too heavy. Allow yourself the grace to stumble, the grace to feel, the grace to rest. You do not need to be whole in one day. You only need to take one step, then another, then another. In those steps you will find pieces of yourself you thought were lost. The first genuine laugh after weeks of silence. The first meal that tastes good again. The first song that makes you dance without reminding you of anyone. These are signs of life returning, proof that the heart is finding its rhythm again. Celebrate them, honor them. They are small victories, but they are victories all the same. Do not let bitterness plant its roots in your soil. Heartbreak can tempt you to close your heart, to believe that love is too dangerous, too painful, too costly. But love is not the enemy. It was never love that wounded you, but the loss of it. Love itself remains pure, healing, powerful. Guard your heart, but do not build walls so high that love cannot find you again. Keep your soul open to the possibility of joy. You will learn to trust again, first in yourself, then in others. You will learn to smile without hesitation, to open your arms without fear, to share your heart without trembling. It will take time, but it will come. Just as the body heals from its cuts and bruises, the heart too knows how to repair itself if you allow it the chance. You are not defined by who left you. You are defined by the way you rise after the leaving. You are defined by your courage to keep going, your decision to keep loving, your refusal to let pain steal your light. That is your true identity, not the loss but the resilience that followed. The world is wide, and it holds beauty you have not yet touched. There are places you have not yet seen, songs you have not yet heard, faces you have not yet met, joys you have not yet tasted. Heartbreak narrows your vision, makes you feel as if the world has ended. But the truth is, the world is waiting to meet you again, waiting to show you wonders you cannot yet imagine. So walk forward with tenderness. Let each day teach you something new. Let the sun remind you that warmth is still here. Let the stars remind you that light still shines even in darkness. Let your own breath remind you that you are still alive, still capable, still deserving of love. You are more than your heartbreak. You are more than your pain. You are a story still being written, and the next chapters hold laughter, growth, peace, and love far greater than what you lost. Trust that your journey is not over. Trust that your soul knows the way forward. Trust that healing is already within you, waiting for your embrace. And when you take that next step, know that you are not alone. Every soul that has ever been broken has walked this path, and every soul that has walked it has found their way to light again. You will too. So when the night feels endless, remember this: your story is not finished. What broke you will not bury you. What left you will not lessen you. You are not the emptiness you feel. You are the strength that rises from it. Heartbreak is not your ending, it is your awakening. Walk forward with courage, for love still lives within you. Walk forward with hope, for tomorrow still waits to meet you. And walk forward with faith, for the best of you has not yet been lived. You are more than what you lost. You are everything you choose to become. Rise, rebuild, and shine, because the world has not seen the brightest light you carry yet.